Hi guys, I want to talk to you about a cover band today, a band called Death to All. Um, they cover songs by Death, and the members of this band are all people that at some point played with Chuck Schuldiner, who was he's the father of death metal and the founder of that band. And I think, all of them. So that you have Steve DiGiorgio on bass. He plays in, I think, Testament as well, and he recorded the new album with Megadeth. You have Gene, what's his name, Hoglan on drums. I think he was in Testament as well before Dave Lombardo came into Testament now. And then Bobby, how do you say it? Koelble. And he played on one album with that. I don't remember. I think it was on Human. And then the only guy that wasn't in Death but played with Chuck in another band is Max Phelps. So these guys have been touring around playing Death songs in the honor of Chuck, and also as I read somewhere, Steve DiGiorgio said somewhere just to hang out with cool guys. And they played at a small festival in the Czech Republic in a place called, or a festival called Basinfire Festival. It's like close to a town called Pilsen, which means Pilsner, and that's where they make Pilsner Urquell, the beer. So obviously there was a lot of beer there. It's about 5,000-6,000 people in that festival, I think. Maybe a little bit less this year, but on a good year, I think they have 5,000 to 6,000 people there. And there was a lot of bands. I mean, Death to All was one of them. Saxon, Sodom, what's it called, Ginger or Yinyer, and who else? Rotting Christ was there. Yeah, it was quite a few bands actually. And but Death to All is what I wanted to talk about today. They played 12 songs, and there was something from every album by Death, and it was really interesting. They seemed to have so much fun doing this on the stage, and they kind of managed to transmit that to the audience. It was a low-key setup, like it was not like a big stage show or anything like that, but some nice lights and stuff like that. The sound was surprisingly good, I have to say, because often on these outdoor festivals, the sound kind of, I don't know, it just kind of goes into the cosmos and you never hear it coming back. But it actually, the sound engineers there at that festival, they were doing a great job. And so I felt like, I've listened to Death a lot, but I mean, I wouldn't say that I've been a hardcore fan, but I felt that the band and the sound was delivered really well compared to what you often see on concerts like this and this type of music. And of course it helps that all of these guys are great musicians, and as I said, they were obviously having fun delivering this. They were, talking to the audience, and I think Steve DiGiorgio was, either he's a very funny guy or he had a few beers before he went on stage, because I think he was teasing the Max Phelps, who played guitar and sang a lot during the gig. He was always whispering something in his ears, and it was kind of amusing to watch. So these guys are touring. I think they're doing 17 gigs around Europe now. I think I don't know how many are left of that tour, and then I can see that they've been touring a lot in the US as well. Now, obviously, some of them at least have other engagement or obligations with other bands, so I'm not sure that this kind of goes on for much longer, because I think Testament, for example, is going on the road soon, so some of them will be occupied with that, and then there are other things. And actually, it's interesting with that guitar guy, that Bobby guy. He's a professor in jazz music in an American university, and he plays mainly jazz, but then he plays in a Death tribute cover band as a side gig. That's kind of cool, and he looks the part. He doesn't look like your jazz guy. He looks more like your death metal guy. I think in general, the pros and cons of this was that, the band was great, and they play amazingly. I mean, these are obviously guys that have done this all before, and there's no coincidence that they are together on stage. The sound was surprisingly good, as I said, and the the way that they managed to engage with the fans was amazing. They really, yeah, people really liked this. I think the only con that I could say is that it was a little bit too short. It was just these 12 songs. It could easily have been longer because I mean the catalog of Death is quite big and has a lot of good songs. So they could easily have played longer. But obviously in a festival, you know, you can't play 20, 30 songs or something like that. So it has to be cut short due to that. Let other bands get the spotlight as well. So overall, I was very excited to see them because I had never seen Death, and this is, I guess, the closest that I come to Death. And so I would definitely recommend that people go and see this band. They are great, and I would give this a 9 out of 10 for sure. They get a -1 and a minus for keeping it short, but I know it's not their fault, but I'm gonna be a jerk anyway. And yeah, so check that out, guys. We have one video, I think, on the channel here from the song is called Suicide Machine. I think it's from Human, that song. I'm not sure, or if it was from Ronald. No, it was from Human, I think. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a chance to catch the band and check out some of their videos. They have a lot of videos actually on YouTube, and they're fun on social media as well, so check them out. Thank you. Bye.